Hey, how's it going, everybody? Christian here with Everything Residential. I just bought this U-Haul truck. I wrapped it with my company name, and I'm using it as a construction utility truck. I store all my tools in here, and I wanted to show you guys what it looks like on the inside and how I organize it. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so this is something that's super important part of the box truck that I bought is this ramp right here. Sometimes I'm like hauling things that need wheels. For example, that miter saw right there. I'm not going to be lifting it up because I'll be by myself sometimes. So I have to have the ramp to utilize one person working at a time. So follow me and I'm going to show you what else we got, something that's really cool. This right here is my baby, right here. See this right here? This is a power inverter. I hooked it up to my battery up front. I ran this cable. It's hard to see. It runs all over to the back. It runs on the ground. All over to the back. Actually, we ran it right here on the side. See this cable right here? All the way to the back. And I ran it back into the battery. This right here, I can charge all my Hilti batteries. I can plug in right here. I'll start the truck, and it's pretty much a generator. I plug in my compressor, anything that I need to plug in, that if there's no power on the job site, I can just use this right here, and it's beautiful. I got my first aid kit down here in case someone gets hurt. And here's another cool thing. I got some special screws right here. I love these Craftsman's. So I'll use these, what are these, 10D, 3 inchers, you know. I got all sorts of stuff in here. Let me close this up real quick. I got all sorts of little fasteners, you know, red heads. All sorts of stuff in here. I keep my drill bits in here for concrete drilling. Some composite shims. And yeah, here I keep some tools in here. You come to the back here. This is right where I store all the wood. I got my extension cords all the way in the back here. I got my brooms and my mop in case I need to clean anything up. And here's a little screw section I have. What happens is, after a month before I clean it, I usually clean it once a month. The screws will build up and I have to reorganize. So I keep a big box of 3-inch T25 screws. These are really important right here. Let me get this out. 10D 1.5 for joist hangers or anything like that, or anchoring post to bracket or post to beam. Composite. These are composite screws right here. T20 composite screws. I got deck screws in case I'm screwing outside, you know, galvanized or whatever they are. And I got 2 and 1/5/8. And also super important is these 21 degree. I about get 1,000 piece. Usually when I bid a job out, I'll buy an entire box of 3-inch ring shank nails for my nail gun. And this right here is my go-to bag. I'll grab this bag right here. Go ahead and take a look at this. This right here includes all my bits. So I get this Husky right here. It includes all my bits. Every kind of bit I need is right in here. See that? All the bits I need. T25, T20, any kind of nut drive, Phillips number 2. All right here. Let me put this away real quick. Also, I got my basic square. I got all my tape measures, all my razor blades. I got a couple, this is old, but I got some, you know, shears. I keep on my pen. This is like the go-to bag right here. Like, if I'm framing or doing any kind of basic construction, I grab this right here and I bring it right out. And I got, of course, my couple chalk lines. So that's what this right here includes. This bag right here, show you right here, this is my Bosch laser level. Super expensive, about 500 bucks. It goes whatever 300 yards. I don't know how long it goes. It goes pretty far. That's for, you know, elevation, and when I'm framing out, and just I set that laser up and I can just really determine what the laser line is. This bag right here is secondary. I never bring this out to the job site. I keep all my hammers in here, my Milwaukee hammers. But this is secondary. You know, it just all like the things I don't use for framing, but some, you know, every once in a while my nut drive can't get that, you know, embedded anchor bolt, and so I might have to grab, you know, a crescent or something. So there's that. This is also a super important tool right here. Jeez. Finding the miter cuts, super important. Going into my Hilti tools right here. Oh, this is the bread and butter right here. My saw, beautiful. It's like one of the smaller saws, but it just grinds, man. It just cuts. I get those Diablo blades. They do a great job. My Hilti Impact, phenomenal. I love my Hilti Impact. It's just a great impact drill. Love it. I keep my fire extinguisher right here. in case there's a fire on the job site or any kind of problems. Always gotta have a fire extinguisher. Keep my clamps here. I keep this 80-inch level right here for when I'm installing doors. It's just below 80. I don't know how big it is. 72, 6 foot. That's probably 7 foot. But yeah, I keep this right here for when I'm installing doors. And you know, I have this 4 foot. The problem I have is that when you're using the 4 foot, the door jamb might bowed. So this really makes it perfectly plumb. I love this level. I use it almost every time I'm working. That's the go-to. I have both ladders right here. My both greens. This thing is so old. I've used it for so long now. Usually I get, I don't know what kind of ladder it's called. You like unhook it and it like extends and it can extend out. It's like those versatile ladders. It's actually at a job site right now for my stucco guys. I let my stucco guys use it. But I keep that up here as well, and I bungee cord it down. I keep all my cleaning materials back here. So I keep all my tarps right here. Not cleaning materials, but like almost safety. Tarps are back here. All my Husky. And if you guys don't get trash bags, you gotta get this right here. The Husky contractor bag, it's the go-to bag. I can put, you know, chicken wire, nails, anything in here, it ain't gonna break the bag. And if it does break the bag, it's really solid and it stays together. And I keep my masks, you know, everything back here for when I'm, you know, grinding or anything. Any kind of protective glasses, anything is back there. So as you come down here, this is a super essential part, is these rags. You gotta have rags right here. Super crucial for when you're doing the job site. Hey man, I spilled something, go grab a rag. You don't want to go up to the homeowner, hey, can I borrow a paper towel or this or that? I've done it 100 times, and you know what? Often I still use it if it's something super small and I don't want to go all the way out to the truck. Hey, you got a paper towel I can borrow? But this is super crucial to have in case no one's there, and this is like, this really important to have. My dustpan, check this box out. This is my power tools. Yeah, I need to upgrade this. I have a Ryobi. I don't use it that often, but it's a brad nailer. I don't use brad nails that often, only for about a drip edge board or, you know, some kind of facial board. Here's my go-to right here. I just bought a DeWalt nailer, 21 degree nailer, but I have this. I've been using this ever since I first started construction because it's just compressor. It was like $150. Everything else is $300–400, and it's super expensive. So this is my go-to right here. So now I have a compressor over there, and my helper is going to be using this. And I got the DeWalt cordless. And gosh, that is so beautiful. Also, I got my skill saw. This is my baby right here. This thing just literally shreds wood. I love it. I got my grinder, as you can see down here. I got my grinder for cutting in stucco. I use a Ryobi. It does the job, man. It's just, people hate on Ryobi. I hate on Ryobi cordless tools. They suck, but this grinder does fantastic. I'm not grinding every day. You know, probably about 30–40 feet of grinding, linear feet of grinding is what I do at a time. So this does the job. And this is super important that most people don't have. I went ahead to, what's it called? Harbor Freight, and I got this. It's a planer. What is it? Chicago Electric. I use this guy for when I'm hanging rafters and the rafter doesn't line up against the beam or whatever. I plane it. That way my plywood, and it's perfect. It prevents squeaks and it's just nice. You gotta have a planer. Super important. Okay, so now that that's there, come over here is just a little box I have. This is my, you know, extra stuff. I have a work light. I use this right here for my laser level. And here is all my caulks and glues and everything I keep in here, and just all my miscellaneous stuff that I use, you know, often, but not often. I just kind of threw it in here. This is just like the junk drawer for me. So I handled this. I don't know if you guys saw this. You know, look in here, it's just extra stuff. I have a little Bosch laser level. My patter actuated. You know, I keep some bits in here, just like miscellaneous stuff. There's just so much stuff I need that it's just hard to organize it all and perfectly. Yeah, so let's put this back here. But this box right here, super important box. So cool thing about these crafting boxes, I'll undo this latch right here and it'll come out, and this is a whole thing I can store stuff in. So for this electric, I store all my boxes, my you know, single gang, double gang electric boxes. This is bread and butter right here. Boom, any kind of electrical. I got my plate covers up here. I keep some switches. I got my staples, wire, you know, just the basic stuff in here. And let me put this away. gotta have electrical because when we're doing electrical, I'm in school right now to get my electrical license, and we're always running a little wire, or just like we come across something super small and we gotta take care of it. But yeah, as over here, my tool belt, I gotta get me a diamond belt, tool belt, or a diamondback tool belt. I heard those are awesome. I'm using this Husky and it's kind of shit, honestly. Like, I really don't like that at all. Compressor hose for this compressor, and this miter saw is beautiful. I love this miter saw. Here's the great part. Here's exactly why I use this ramp right here. Get this miter saw out, right? Boom, lift it up, bring it over here. Bring it right down. Bring it right down here. Set up a little workstation right here. Boom. Boom, there we are. Got myself a little station, plug it in, and we're rocking and rolling, man. Just like that. Look how nice this miter saw is. It's down here. Boom. Beautiful, right? So that's how we do it. Here at Everything Residential, we have a beautiful work truck. If you have any questions about this, go ahead and leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe to the video and like and hit the bell for notifications. Thanks, and have a good day.